Hello, I'm Curtis B, and this is the Gentleman's Flavor. In today's video, we're going to outline the top 5 best libations to pair and enjoy with a fine, premium hand-rolled cigar. Number 5, wine. Considering their surprising similarities, there's something inherently natural about pairing a cigar with an exquisite wine. Much like the tobacco in a cigar, wine goes through its own fermentation process of aging to bring it into a mild, medium, or full-bodied character at completion. Much like other types of alcohol, we encourage you to lean more towards darker red varieties, like a Malbec or a Cabernet Sauvignon, as they typically stand up to the strength of a cigar that may overpower a lighter white variety, like a Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc. Amongst the dessert wines out there, it's widely understood that port pairs very well with a fine cigar. A great deal of people think nothing beats whiskey when it comes to pairing a drink with a cigar. But many a beer lover will hotly contest this assertion. Hell, there's even whiskey barreled aged beers out there that offer you the best of both worlds. One reason why beer pairs so well is simply variety. With today's proliferation of microbrews, there's literally millions of different beer variations to choose from, as their brewing processes are not as rigid and stringent as, say, making a bourbon, for example, which has a predetermined set of guidelines that a distiller must adhere to. Not the same with beer. Plus, beer tops the list as being the most refreshing, which can excellently counterbalance the heat of a cigar. Though there's no wrong answer, we find that beers that are amber or darker in color seem to offer a greater complement to a cigar by matching its strength and body. However, you may also choose a lighter beer to back off and serve as a clean contrast to let the cigar shine through all on its own. Cognac is simply a brandy named after the town of Cognac in France. For this reason, the two are interchangeable when it comes to pairing with a cigar. One of history's most famous cigar smokers, Sir Winston Churchill, used to like to pair his Romeo y Julieta Cuban cigars with cognac. One reason for such an excellent pairing here is luxury. Amongst all the spirits out there, cognac is typically deemed the most high-end or luxurious. In adding a cigar to the mix, you're simply pairing luxury with luxury, which is great for a special occasion, or as an excellent offering to your friends, whenever you feel like it, really. When it comes to selecting a cognac for your cigar, the rule of thumb is the older the better. Like wine, cognac imparts a nice sweetness that balances out perfectly with a cigar. Whiskey. Under this category, we include all whiskeys, from Scotch to bourbon, as an excellent elixir for pairing with a fine hand-rolled cigar. Given its smoky character, whiskey makes a match made in heaven to a cigar. Like tobacco fermentation, whiskey undergoes its own aging process in wooden casks to blossom into a full maturation of taste with similar notes of spicy, smoky, oaky, peppery, as well as various fruit notes often being used to describe the flavor of each. Unlike beer, whiskey is enjoyed in a slow, relaxed manner. The same pace best used to enjoy a cigar. Light to medium-bodied cigars seem to pair well with Speyside and some lowland Scotch whiskies, most Canadian whiskies, Irish whiskey, rye, and some bourbons. Full-bodied cigars generally match well with the peatier Islay or Highland single malts, as well as some overproof Kentucky bourbons. To many people, when it comes to pairing a cigar with a spirit, nothing beats whiskey. Some people, however, think differently. Rum. Some may contest, but we feel it all boils down to point of origin. And this is why rum tops our list as the best libation to pair with a fine cigar. Cuba, Dominican Republic, Nicaragua. These are among a handful of the greatest tobacco cultivating and cigar producing countries in the world. All of these countries are also known for cultivating the sugarcane that is used to make some of the world's best aged rums as well. When it comes to rum, the more aged and the darker, the better for pairing with a cigar. Much like my cigars, I often choose to leave it to the Cubans when it comes to choosing something to sip on as I enjoy a cigar. Like other spirits, a fine rum can effectively draw out, heighten, or alter the specific nuances and notes of a cigar, and vice versa, making a delightful complement and companion to one another. As far as notable mentions go in our video, we also give them to tequila, preferably darker varieties like a reposado, and we also give a tip of our hat to coffee as being an excellent drink to sip while enjoying a cigar. Well, there you have it, the top 5 drinks to pair with a cigar. Oh, a few more things. Clear spirits like vodka and gin, blanco white rum and tequilas, as well as white wine, can sometimes get overpowered by the flavor of a cigar, even a mild one, when you're sipping them in their original state. So we don't typically recommend them unless maybe you want to create a cocktail, in which, in many cases, they work perfectly. Remember, as our cigar guru Taylor from The Gentleman's Flavor likes to say, there is no wrong answer, my friends. If it tastes right to you and your palate, and it brings you enjoyment, then it is the right thing to do. As always, thank you for watching. We really enjoy making these videos for you, so if you wouldn't mind, if you like this video, hit like and maybe subscribe. We'll bring you more videos in the future. It's been a pleasure talking about some of my favorite things in life, fine drinks, and of course, fine cigars. Cheers.